everyone, this weekend's biggest box office news is this Argylle, this movie, once it was highly anticipated, this movie, because it was starring Henry Cavill, Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Rockwell, many more star in this. Of course, this movie came out during the weekend and it really got bad review from the critics, and of course this movie looks like it is a huge flop right now. Vaughn, the director for this movie, he's actually coming out and he's telling the whole world what was the actual budget for this movie. So, like, when I first saw the trailer for this movie, I was like, whoa, this movie, the way they are advertising, and if you think about the whole story, how it is going, when I first saw the trailer, I was afraid. Of course, this movie came out, the review for this movie came out last week, and it was getting really bad review from all the critic. And when I saw that, I was like, what was I thinking from the trailer? Looks like it was true. So this movie, of course, is, although in the poster and advertising, it is starring Henry Cavill, but of course, actual movie isn't starring him, and everyone's saying he's like max 15 minutes in this movie. But actually, the one person I trust him, he said only 5 minutes he's in this movie. And of course, I'm hearing some like, what? That's really sad. Mainly because nobody would care about this movie. The only reason people got excited about this movie because it had Henry Cavill. That is the reason a lot of people were excited to see this. The movie would nobody talk about. It became high profile because of him. Of course, now the movie is out. It's getting only C+ cinema score from the audience. Although I hear this movie is not that bad. It's actually okay. This is kind of a chick flick type movie, and this movie, it is produced by, bought by Apple Plus TV. And this movie, although Apple paid $200 million for this movie, but of course this movie was a huge headline during the weekend. Like, this is a huge flop. Of course, it made only $35 million at the worldwide, like the market. Domestic, it opened to only 18 million, and rest came from the 78 market international. So number is really low. Of course, after this headlines was going around, Vaughn, he actually came out and he commented on this. He said this movie didn't cost $200 million to make. He actually said he sold this movie to Apple Plus TV for $200 million. And when I saw this headline, I thought it was really funny and ridiculous. Like, why would he say this to a public out loud? I think he was trying to, because end of the day, I guess it looks bad, because this movie, I guess it has bad CGI overall when you look at it. Why would this movie cost $200 million? He's trying to avoid some controversy. I think he's coming out and telling the whole world this movie didn't cost $200 million to make, although you did sold that to Apple TV. So, doesn't matter how much you made this movie for. That means, of course, this movie is actually a quite huge flop. Although Apple TV, they bought it, but unfortunately, I feel like getting cinema score from the audience is really bad. Although I don't know if this audience are angry at this movie because of the lack of Henry Cavill, or because these people are really angry because the studio lied to them. Because this movie, it is produced by Universal, they are doing the distribution, but Apple TV is actually the, I guess, at this point, I would say the copyright owner of this movie. So. Yeah, and I guess end of the day, I'm really not surprised by this movie's outcome at the box office, because when I saw the trailer, I was like, this is lie they're telling to the audience. And why it's not shocking, this movie is a huge flop at the box office. And it's really sad. That means I'm excited to see, though, Henry Cavill, his next movie with Guy Ritchie. If you have not seen the trailer, check that out. I did make reaction to it. I'm excited for that. I forgot the name. The name is a little too complicated, but that movie looks really good. I can't wait to see that. And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this controversy and all this news about this? If you enjoyed this video, don't watch another videos on other topics. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.